Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I have some crazy things to talk to you guys about today. There have been a lot of articles coming out. I'll leave a link in the description. They're all coming from GameSpot. Apparently, there was some sort of conference today where the Take-Two CEO and boss Strauss Zelnick spoke out. They are the parent company of Rockstar Games, and they said some direct things relating to Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online. So probably the first and biggest headline out of all the articles released was this one right here that states, Grand Theft Auto Online won't be supported forever, Take-Two CEO says. So obviously we know that Grand Theft Auto Online is a huge part of GTA 5. Not only has it made Rockstar a ton of money, but a ton of people play it, including myself, and it is a bunch of fun. So as I mentioned earlier, there was a technology conference today. I believe it was the Cohen and Company Technology, Media and Telecom Conference. That's a mouthful, but that's exactly what it was. And Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick was there, and he had some interesting words about Grand Theft Auto Online. So this is the exact quote from him. He states, "We do expect Grand Theft Auto Online's result to moderate because October will be 3 years since we released it. Not only was it not our intention that Grand Theft Auto Online was permanent, but it's important that it will not be permanent. We have to rest the franchise at some point." Wow. Okay, that is pretty interesting. We have to rest the franchise at some point, and it wasn't our intention to make Grand Theft Auto Online permanent. That is pretty crazy. So what's pretty interesting is that in past speaking events and during earning calls, Strauss Zelnick has used the word permanent to describe the franchises like Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead, and Evolve, but apparently that doesn't apply to the individual modes like Grand Theft Auto Online. Zelnick and other Take-Two management have also talked about the importance of resting a franchise in an effort to maximize its potential reach. He states that with the exception of its NBA and WWE franchises, Take-Two intentionally decides against releasing new installments every year to basically reduce fatigue within the video game itself. Zelnick stated in 2015 that annualization can lead to the erosion in the value of a brand. And he goes on to say, the market asks us, why don't you annualize your titles? We think with the non-sports titles, we are better served to create anticipation and demand. On the one hand, to rest a title, and on the other hand, to have the highest quality in the market, which takes time, and you can't do that annually. So that is an extremely interesting comment. Obviously, that's coming straight from Rockstar's boss, Take-Two, and that's coming straight from Take-Two's boss. Grand Theft Auto Online won't be supported forever. How do you guys feel about this? For me, I think the article itself is a little scarier than it actually is because, of course, at some point, they have to stop adding content. But who knows if that point is going to be when they release the next Grand Theft Auto, let's just call it GTA 6. And in Grand Theft Auto 6, maybe there will be Grand Theft Auto Online 2.0. And of course, at that point in time, they'll shut down Grand Theft Auto Online. But I think at some point, they can only release content for so long before it's going to be time to release another Grand Theft Auto game or for Rockstar to shift their attention on something else. So I think that's really interesting. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comment section on that. But there was also some more articles written today that have come from that conference. The first of which is also, again, coming from the Take-Two CEO. And he states that VR is too expensive and takes up too much of the room. Now, this is important because this obviously could relate to not only future Grand Theft Auto games, but future Rockstar games as well, because they're under the Take-Two umbrella. So this is happening today at the same conference, Cohen and Company Technology, Media and Telecom Conference, and Strauss Zelnick basically stated that VR is too costly. He goes on to say it's way too expensive right now. There's no market for a $2,000 entertainment device that requires you to dedicate a room to the activity. I don't know what people could be thinking. Maybe some of the people in this room have a room to dedicate to an entertainment activity, but back here in the real world, that's not what we have in America. He goes on to say, we have like $300 to spend on an entertainment device and we do not have a dedicated room. We have room for a screen, a couch, and controllers. We don't have something where you can stand in a big open space and hold two controllers with something on your head and not crash into the coffee table. We don't have that. So that is interesting. It seems as if, once again, the Take-Two boss isn't necessarily interested in virtual reality. And this could have, obviously, a big impact on not only the future of Grand Theft Auto, but the future of Take-Two games as well. Now, this is a really interesting comment because this is like the exact opposite of what everyone thinks. You know, so many people are getting on the VR hype train. I think Facebook bought Oculus Rift a few years ago. So many different VR companies are getting into it. I think Samsung's got one specifically designed for their Galaxy Edge S7 or something along those lines. So VR is taking over the world, but it seems as if Take-Two and his boss, Strauss Zelnick, are going in somewhat of an opposite direction and maybe don't want to take the VR route just yet. Maybe not until it becomes more easily accessible, where you don't have to wear like a funky helmet on your head and spin around, and also when it becomes a little cheaper. There is no denying that these VR devices are, for the most part, more expensive than your casual gaming setup. So in that regard, he does make a good point. What do you guys think about this? Could we be seeing VR in a game like Grand Theft Auto? I think Grand Theft Auto has great potential to be one of the most immersive games ever. So when I see something like this, slightly disappointing, even though I don't have the best experience with VR. But yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting to see how this turns out. And finally, last but not least, Strauss Zelnick, again, the Take-Two CEO, also has some comments on the new console generation. You guys know there's rumors for, at E3, a brand new Xbox One and a new PS4 to be announced, whether they're upgraded hardware or capacity with full 4K. We don't really know this yet. So Strauss Zelnick did actually remark on this news. He stated, "Do I expect there to be another iteration of hardware? I do. Do I think that there will be good for us? I do. If it doesn't happen, will it be bad for us? No." And again, he said this at the same media and teleconference today. He's also stated that the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One have been wonderful and that they're doing very well with them. And when he was finally asked about the ongoing rumors about the new PS4 and Xbox One consoles, he said he cannot comment on those rumors. Now, that's important because obviously, as the CEO of a video game industry, he probably has some insight on the next generation of consoles, whether it's a new PS4 or a new Xbox One, because obviously he's got to know what system's coming out so he can prep to make games for those systems, and he can tell the people under his umbrella to make games as well. So pretty interesting stuff that's come out today, whether it's about Grand Theft Auto Online, whether it's about VR, whether it's about the new generation of consoles. This is absolutely insane. Be sure to let me know what you guys think about everything we touched on today in the comments section down below. If you did go on to enjoy the video, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With out of the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.